I've done a lot of drugs in my life, and I've never felt anything like I did last night.
The little girl's gone.
In this chilling tale, we uncover the dark reality of parents whose cruel intentions spiraled into a horrifying tragedy they never saw coming. This isn't your typical cautionary story. These individuals, blinded by their own twisted motives, crossed a line that led to their daughter's untimely death. Now they must face the gut-wrenching truth that their actions have claimed an innocent life. On March 10, 2024, Thaddeus Hawkins was staying at Music and Matthew's property when he heard screams from inside the trailer home that Music and Matthew own. He broke in and was shocked to find the entire family unable to move. Upon a closer look, he saw that their daughter Jacqueline was pale and had no pulse. He immediately called 911 and the police arrived on the scene.
What's going on?
Some of the people in the room right here that aren't responding.
They're not responding?
There's one that's not responding.
Who's here? Sheriff's office!
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, I'm really stiff this morning. I can't sit upright.
Are you guys on anything?
No.
No? What?
No, I'm just really stiff.
When the officer first entered the home, he smelled an unpleasant odor, and he had noticed a container of tissues, which right now would not hold importance, but would play a vital role in the case later.
What's wrong with them?
He's tired, I think.
Is he awake?
He is awake. He moved from here over to there. He is awake.
Who's not responsive?
Not responsive.
The girl in the middle.
The girl, she's responsive.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You guys need to move.
Yes.
Move. You guys need to get up now.
Yeah.
Get up.
We're getting up. We're getting up.
Get up.
We're getting up. I'm getting up.
Let's go. Hurry up. Get up.
I'm going.
You guys need to get out.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Stand up. Get up. Hurry up.
Thank you.
You need to get up.
Got it.
I got a 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, kid?
Move. Get up. Yes.
Get out now! Get out! Get out! I don't care! Stand up!
I'm going.
How long, Hondo? Check his vitals. Did y'all smoke?
No.
What is it?
No, it's not. No, we just fell asleep really hard. We're really stiff.
755 for him.
What's going on? Was it?
Unit calling, you're very 10-1.
Get out. Get out.
I'm not calling 8.
Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
Where is this going?
Stand up! Now!
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again! Stand up!
I'm standing up. I'm trying to.
Give me the other arm.
Yeah.
One crucial question remained. What caused Music and Matthew to become so incoherent that they didn't realize their daughter Zakeen was dead just inches away? While they were in handcuffs, Deputy Orozco attempted CPR on her, but it was too late. She died that night. Fortunately, their son was rescued from the house with only minor injuries and taken to the hospital.
Extremely confused. So no offense. What about me? Right, just be honest with me because I need to be able to treat your kids.
Let me get up, okay?
Yeah.
Stand up.
Thank you.
Sit down. Sit up. Come on.
Thank you.
What did you take?
I don't remember taking anything.
How long have you been out?
Last night was the last time that you were okay.
Last time I was okay. We were laying in the bed there. Had to split all the oats.
Okay, what the hell did you take, bro? What did you take?
I didn't take anything.
What do you guys have then?
I don't have anything.
You want to take him to the unit?
We'll get that once EMS checks and vitals.
We'll take him. Let's take one at a time. I don't know if he can walk.
He needs to get seen first.
Okay. Okay, so we don't know exactly what they took. They're both confused. They don't want to say anything. We have one 10-7, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Another one, bad condition. He was unconscious, I believe, when they got here. And she was also in bad condition when they got here. But our detectives are on their way right now, so we're just securing everything.
The officer would then transport the mother, Music, into the police car, who seemed to be in a terrible condition.
She good? Let's go. Stand up. What's your name?
Music.
Huh?
Music.
All right, stand up, Music, and place your hands behind your back, okay?
I can't really stand it very well.
Let's go. Hurry up.
I don't know what it is. I'm trying.
Turn around.
Give me your other hand.
You have to. Sorry.
Come on.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Music claimed she hadn't taken anything since yesterday, yet both the husband and the wife could barely walk. Something weird was going on, and the officers were determined to find out the truth.
You awake?
Yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not sure.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
He's not feeling too good. I don't know if you guys want to check him out again. He's leaning to the side and he says he's not feeling too good.
The dad? Hello? What's going on?
Nothing.
You said you don't feel good?
Yeah. Lightheaded.
Lightheaded?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me what your name is? Do you mind if we just check your vitals one more time?
I took a needle off of her. It's right there. It's all burnt up. There's still ash marks on her sweater. The door was already open. I seen the parents laying down. And I seen the son. He didn't look responsive. I didn't see him until I asked him. I said, "What's going on?" I looked left. He's just sitting on the chair, all lethargic. I was like, "What's wrong with him?" And I saw him moving and breathing. So I was like, "Okay." So I went to go check on him. I was all, "Who's not responsive?" And then she goes, the mom goes, "I don't think she is." And I looked and they're on top of her. I didn't even see him. Like half of his left body was on her left side, half of her right body was on her other side. So she moved and I looked at the kid and I looked at her and it was just...
What's most disturbing is that the previous day had been Sakhalin's birthday, which she had spent in filth, and little did she know it would also be her last day. The police then turned to Thaddeus, who had called 911 in the first place.
What's going on? Why am I being arrested?
You're not being arrested, you're being detained. Turn around.
Why?
Because you're up here and there's a kid, that's why.
Kid?
Yeah.
I wasn't even in the house until
I don't care.
called. I didn't know she was... I really didn't. That's why I called. I didn't know what...
Look, wait until they read you your rights, then you can start talking.
The cops would then get Music's side of the story, and slowly they'd start putting the pieces together.
Diabetes, seizures, strokes.
I have had seizures before because I got a minor nasocranial fracture on a bicycle, but it was like 10 years ago.
What's your name?
Music.
Can you spell that?
MUSIC. My parents are long-haired freaky people. They really named me Music. I have an ID.
Do you have heart problems?
Not that I know of, but I have been having a lot of episodes where my both arms will be super numb when I wake up in the morning. But nothing like last night. Last night I couldn't sit up because it was excruciating. And my kids were all floppy, like, we all were all floppy. I can't explain it. I don't have any idea. I don't know how my kids would have gotten it. We were at their birthday party all day. Like, we did not have on us at the birthday party.
This was actually a lie. She had in fact taken meth at the party, and you could notice she was stumbling while talking.
She couldn't sit up. I have no idea. Like, I've done a lot of drugs, and nothing has ever been like that. And I don't know what it was, but I do want a toxicology to know if something is going on. Everybody that was at the party, I trusted.
Are you going to be the nurse? Okay. So just real quick, I don't know if you're aware of her situation, what's going on. So if she brings anything up, she hasn't questioned anything yet, so let's just ignore it. So she doesn't know anything at all. She doesn't know that her kids yet. So let's just, if she does say anything, just ignore it.
My kids have been feeling really weird. Mommy had to keep me in bed this night. was some chocolate cake that we got for my daughter for her birthday. I do smoke weed, and the last time I ingested any was at approximately 12:30.
Okay.
Before we head out to the park for her birthday party. It was probably going to ask if I can talk to him. I just want to see him.
I can't let you leave. I can't let you leave this room.
Do not let these crocodile tears fool you. Once you listen to what her son had to say, you'll have no doubt of her guilt.
How's he doing?
He's good.
He is?
Said he hasn't eaten since Friday.
Her lie had been caught. However, this wouldn't be the last time she would be caught lying to the officers.
Kind of got a little bit of a mess right now.
Yeah.
So we're working through it a little bit at a time. The reason I'm here, I wonder if I could take some pictures of you.
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you so much.
Are you the detective?
I am.
Are you the one that will also be getting a toxicology report? Because I need one. I know I've done a lot of in my life and I've never felt anything like I did last night. It was completely bizarre.
Well,
and all that we had was the chocolate cake that we bought at Albertsons just before bed. We ate one more slice of chocolate cake.
Okay, and what was it that you felt last night?
Last night, I just felt like I couldn't hold myself up. Like, I kept falling into the wall. My kids kept falling into the walls.
You're weak, you were dizzy.
All
how
of
so?
the above.
In another room of the hospital was Music's older child, who was in critical condition, but thankfully he was alive.
Try to get it to pee, but you can on his legs.
You could have walked.
But we on his leg. So we're gonna do a leg x-ray and then they need to go on his chest.
You want another blanket?
Any findings so far?
Yeah, let me get you another blanket.
So even the kid, like the nurse said, couldn't put pressure on his leg. This makes the whole case much more complex. Music was then transported to the sheriff's office where her husband Matthew was waiting.
When we have a death occur, we treat every death as if it's a homicide until we can prove otherwise, whether it's old person dying in their bed or what have you. So just for those reasons, we're going to take some pictures, okay?
Who died?
What's that?
Who died?
The little girl's gone. Okay, so we're gonna have you stand up. Officer Carrasco is gonna remove your handcuffs. We're gonna take some pictures, okay?
Stand up, sir.
You guys are free to go. You guys are free to go. You just can't go back to the house.
Go back to the house right now.
Yeah.
So,
You know.
well, he doesn't know. That's what I'm telling him.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So you can't go back to the house. You guys are free to go. You guys' phones. She
I
understands
only have one phone.
the phone.
Yeah.
You guys come back tomorrow and get with the detectives in the morning.
Officers brought Thaddeus and did their first official interview of the case with him.
Sorry about that. Still a lot going on. Alright, so I'm going to read this to you. Just it's an advice of your rights just because it takes you investigative detention, okay? Yeah. Considering the matter at hand. Yeah. Sorry about that. Still a lot going on. Alright, so I'm going to read this to you. Just it's an advice of your rights just because it takes you investigative detention, okay? Yeah. Considering the matter at hand. Yeah.
The detective would go on to read Thaddeus his rights. It's important to know that detectives do consider Thaddeus a potential suspect. The goal of this interview is not only to determine whether or not Music and Matthew are guilty, but if Thaddeus could have played a role in Zaggy Line's death.
I saw that you were the 911 caller. Yes, but before we get into that, let's start in the morning. So how did the morning start?
Well, I don't know if you saw the red van there or not with the dogs in it barking. That's where I'm trying to convert that into a little trailer. That's where I was sleeping. I woke up and I thought I heard the kids playing around outside, and then I realized that someone was yelling "Ow!" from inside the tiny home, and I didn't know why. So I got out of the van and I went and I checked. There was music. Matt was kind of laying near Music, like almost on top of Zaki, little girl. So that's what I decided to call 911.
So let's just kind of backtrack it a little bit.
Up to this point, what Thaddeus was saying was consistent with what had been observed at the crime scene by the police. He would later say that the couple didn't use... which was not true because Music had admitted to doing that just a day prior.
How did they heat the house?
It was it's a propane heater on the wall, yes. But last night, a few nights ago, the propane ran out, and they had taken it off to go get propane, but never got it to the propane tip.
Did they ever start fires in the house?
No, they don't start fires in the house. They go and I thought you saw the coals in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So that was where they went and they burned wood and brought it in once it was coals and no smoke left.
Yeah, because that's what I saw. I saw that and I was like, well, maybe we could be looking at carbon monoxide here too.
It was. I don't think it would have been because last night they might have used wood the coals to heat it, but it's probably not likely.
This theory actually made a lot of sense, because if coal was used to heat the home, the fumes could have been extremely hazardous. Inhaling carbon monoxide can lead to death, dizziness, and loss of consciousness. Each and every one of the family members exhibited those exact symptoms.
Zacky's
Wow. Did not know that.
Zacky's gone. That's why all of this is happening.
Yeah.
Because we need to figure out how in the heck this even came to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know last time we even talked, we talked a lot about doing the right thing and this and that.
Yeah.
I mean, that situation that you're in, definitely a good time to do that, right?
Right.
I can't even think of a situation where it would be more important to know what's going on than right now. I'm not the kind of cop that likes to get people caught up. That's not why I do this. That's not why I'm here. Right now, seeing her covered up, seeing her afterwards. Like, I'm not lying. Like it knocked me down. I cried for a good long while.
I saw you walking away from the ambulance crying.
Yeah,
I didn't know why.
Yeah, it got a lot worse after that. Right now, my job is to do right by Zachy and lie the best I can by understanding what's going on. I mean, and like I said, sometimes things happen. Sometimes people kill other people on purpose.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's accidental or things go too far. There's a million reasons why something could happen, why something could come to be, right?
The detective would continue to try to get more information out of Thaddeus with the objective of finally getting to the bottom of this case.
And sometimes there's little details of things that happen that end up meaning a lot down the road. Like you could be like, well, I noticed this, or I did see that, or I overheard whatever, or I had this feeling, or something that smelled right and something, right? So sometimes those things can lead to us having a greater understanding. So is there anything of that nature regarding anyone that was there at any time that could have led potentially to that?
I only ever heard Music and Matt argue, but it was usually when Matt was super tired and stayed up all night gathering wood and stuff, and then the truck would break down or something would go wrong and he'd get and Music. It's common for that to happen, but it was never around the kids. They never did anything around the kids, and they loved them so much.
Is there anything that stands out to you about what happened that could explain what's going on here?
Oh, I mean, what stood out was that he'd say how pale it was, or that's what I called it.
The officers would then go back to the trailer to investigate the coal theory.
Reporting for us?
Yep.
So I'm sure they went over this several times with you, but boy was somewhere in this region. Dad was laying here, decedent here, and then mom off to the side. And then when Thaddeus came in, he saw them here. She was super pale. For some reason, moved him to this chair, and then came back, and then that's when he started calling 911. Girl could have gotten sick. I mean, living like this, you know, gets a little bit of a cold or something, then there you go. She had any kind of immunocompromise.
Is anything new there? So they said that she got sick and threw up?
The mom was like, I've done a lot of drugs in my life. She goes, I occasionally do meth but I don't do heroin, nothing like that, and I've never felt like I did last night ever in my life.
The case was pretty much solved at this point. The carbon monoxide had been too much for the child's body to bear, and it led to her tragic demise. Now all they needed was proof of the dangerous carbon monoxide levels. A toxicology report conducted on Sakhalin's body revealed an insane amount of carboxyhemoglobin saturation, precisely 70%. For comparison, a smoker's body only has 8%. Music and Matthew were then brought to the station. Matthew wouldn't agree to speak without an attorney, but Music did, and this led to a huge break in the case.
Okay, so like I said, you can invoke this anytime you want, alright? Like the deputy told you, I'm Detective Orozco, you can just call me Randy, that's fine. So my job is to figure out what happened, and you are someone that can give me information that I obviously wasn't there for.
Yes.
I'm playing a little bit of catch up.
I do smoke, but I had not imbibed any.
Okay, so just to be clear with you, thank you. I appreciate
I do
that.
not use them regularly. It was just kind of like I wasn't feeling good. It doesn't matter. That's all just excuses. But anyways, I had not used any past like noon 30 at the very latest.
Okay.
And there was nothing that she could get in the room. The room is extremely messy, and that is true. And we're working on it. We don't have a vehicle right now to even take it to the dump. So it's really
hard.
It is hard.
Crazy hard.
And we had a friend that was letting us use their truck. To do dump runs and stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To do dump runs and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
And yeah, I've done, not recently, but like recently I've just done, and I've done a lot of drugs throughout my life though. My name is Music. My parents named me Music, you know, that's the life I grew up in. But I've never felt like I did last night. It was unreal. Like I couldn't hold myself up. My daughter and my son couldn't hold themselves up. I had no idea what was going on. I just wanted us to get some sleep, and I thought that would help. And I don't know what it was.
All Music has done until now is explain her drugs, and then she'd try to blame the cake they had apparently eaten, even when her son had said that he'd been starved in his own home.
That was not like anything I've ever experienced.
But too, that's extremely weird, right?
Yes.
Just like that, stuff like that doesn't really happen.
I don't have any idea what happened, but I want to know what was in my system, and I want to know how it got to my kids' system, because they did not get in. I'm telling you, and an investigation will have to be done, and that is fine with me. But I know that I do not do this, or I know that. And so if that's in my system, and if that's in my little girl's system, somebody put it there. Sorry, excuse my language, but I do not
speak however you want. You're going through some shit right now. Straight up.
No, I want to speak eloquently because I don't want to
be misconstrued.
I don't want to be misconstrued. I know that a lot of people come through here lying about what they do, and I am not here to lie about what I do. I'm here to figure out what happened to my children, because I just want to know they're okay.
So
I want the opportunity to become the best fit for them. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was the cake or anything. I don't know what it was.
what about the heater for the house?
The heater, we don't have the propane hooked in. We're out of propane.
And the coal? Like if we had the coals or whatever you were burning in there?
Yeah, it was cold. They were cold. But we burn them all the way to cold so they don't smoke the place out, and then we vent the window. Normally we have a propane heater, and when we have the propane hooked up to the heater that's up against the wall, we still leave it vented, because the kids were, a while back, like when we first moved in, this is over a year ago, my son was waking up, throwing up, and we discovered it's because we had all the windows shut with the propane heater on, so it wasn't ventilating properly, so we started leaving the windows just cracked, and that was enough, and all the throwing up stuff.
Because of the effects of the they'd forgotten to open the windows, which is what led to their daughter's death.
That was my initial thought with everyone in the house. Like, you guys, from what we were told at the time, like, people just aren't feeling good, and having that type of heater inside the house, or even burning the coals inside, you get a little carbon monoxide. A certain percent, I'm not a doctor, some percent you're going to start feeling sick and whatnot, and after that things get a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Right, progressively more serious until that's solved.
There should have been at least 2 windows.
The detective didn't reveal that they'd already known why Sacklin had died, because if he did, who knows what stories Music would string up to unnecessarily complicate everything and absolve herself of all fault.
Di? Right, is that your son's name? Di? I checked on him at the hospital when I saw you. So from what they're thinking, at that time, things could have changed. He looks like he has a touch of pneumonia.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, otherwise, he seemed pretty okay. They're treating them. They're gonna do what doctors do.
Yeah.
Right, and check him for all sorts of stuff. Zaki, she didn't survive. But we are going to look into it as deeply as we possibly can to try to get a better answer for what happened.
The parents would roam free for 2 months, but then they'd be arrested after the police had enough evidence and a solid case against them, since they'd be living in poor conditions and neglecting their children. Matthew was charged with intentional abuse of a child resulting in death and abandonment of a child. Music was charged with intentional abuse of a child resulting in death, as well as first offense child abuse. As of January 2025, their trial was still ongoing. If the couple are found guilty, the chances of them spending the rest of their time in prison is huge. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below with your thoughts. And if you liked this video, you'll love this next one where these corrupt cops got caught red-handed.
I don't even live in this neighborhood, dude. I just see you as a piece of... You don't...